Man, and if you're in the conversation, and if he says swear for God, just get ready. Swear for God. He was always God. Swear for God, and it's on after that. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Well, let me say this: you all's family units bring such a large gathering of family members together. And in the past, up here, it's been a problem of how to accommodate everybody for housing and different things like that. So, how y'all doing on getting these hotels filled up? Mhm. 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 Yeah. Mhm. 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 That's gonna be that's gonna be awesome outside. And God willing, the weather holds up and be nice. June, it's not hot as July. And, it ought to be beautiful. Yeah. Well, Alita, I thank you for letting me wake you up early this morning. Um, I want to say this. Here's the thing about this. Some of our people are jealous, and they just don't like for somebody else to shine, so to speak. I'll leave it at that. So it's okay, and it's it, uh I'm just like our Pastor brother that we'll funeralize tomorrow. Um, there will be a lot of people there, and they'll be rubbing elbows and remembering and looking back. And God is so good. God is so good. Well, Lisa, I'm looking forward to the family reunion. Um, I can say this: my family, on my father's side, we have never had a family reunion. On my father, yeah, because see, my father and his father were, I wouldn't say they were more than enemies, but they fought each other. And he refused to, when the will was read, my father refused to accept what my father's offering was to them. And as a result of that, that brought about a split in the family. And today is 2020. And guess what? That split is still there. There's a portion of us that come out of Whitehall, Alabama. There's a portion of us that's in Montgomery, Alabama. There's a portion of us that went over to Burntcone, Alabama. It just blew up the whole family, and we just right now when we get married, we just make sure that somebody ain't in the tree. Mhm. 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 I got the history that's placed on the family reunion page for June, and it says Elisha Fountain Senior, Grandpa Elisha, was born into slavery in approximately 1855, and according to U.S. Census records, he was a mixed race. He was born in a small town, Tunnel Springs, in Monroe, Alabama, an area known for cotton plantation. Elisha married Mary Manuel. That's when I said, "Oh man, that is folks." In 1882 in Monroe County. Yeah, and all of the manuals is high yellow. Ooh, ooh. And the and on dad's side, and grandma was half Indian. But anyway, this was the Nova Nine children. Affected are called the generation of Nova Nine. There were 3 girls and 6 boys: Brownie, Major, Elisha Jr., Anthony, Janie, Eugene, John Pig, Sullivan, Mary Elizabeth, and DC collectively. The Nova Nine provided the grandpa Elisha and grandma Mary's 73 grandchildren. And them numbers now are out of this world. Woo. Mm-hmm. 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 To keep this large family close in heart and mind, Grandpa Elisha held his first family reunion in 1928. It became an annual event until he died. Every reunion he took honor in introducing the oldest family members in attendance as well as the youngest members and would serve them both. Oh, what an awesome history. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was out, Lisa, I was out there, what's the day? Friday. I was out there Wednesday. But when I went to Mark, put the ribbon on Clark's brother's grave site, and I walked. And Lord have mercy, Lisa, it just, mm, yeah. They got it squared away. Hmm. I know, and ooh, ooh, and all them flowers are dead. All them flowers are dead. I mean, they were dead when they put them there, but when they start losing the color and turn white, and the wind start blowing them all everywhere. But when you coming up to church today, right? I got to be at the school today at 12. I'm hoping we get a grant for our aquaponic and fishery unit today. But anyway, let me say something. Let's try it again, and somehow I don't know. Go to the families that we just called out. And say, ain't nobody trying to not deny you the right to put whatever you want on your ancestors' grave. But when they start dying and blowing all over the cemetery, pick them up. Don't throw them out into the woods. Don't throw them out. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I've seen some cemeteries where they have a real strong wide binding firewood thing. They drop it over the headstone, and I don't care what kind of wind, that thing stays on there. Or if some of them have them heavy planters on each vault, and that stays in place. And then some. Mhm. 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 And in some places, they have a metal stainless steel little 4x4 thing that goes in the ground, and it gives you a mark about it, so who it is and stuff like that. But the one thing that I do now is that everybody that's buried, I put it in the book, and I haven't had Mary to print that up yet, but I keep a record of who's out there and where they are located and who's on the right side, whether big tree, whatever, But anyway, Alicia, it is great talking to you this morning. And the program was about Tunnel Springs, but we went from Tunnel Springs to the cemetery to way back to 1928. Thank you, Alicia. You have a good Friday, okay? All right. See you tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when is that going to be? The event Miss Francis is doing. No, that's what she was telling me about. Okay, I'm glad you said it. 9 to 12. Yeah. Okay. All right, and thank you. That was Ned Davis, church member, truth speaker. See you later. Have a good day, okay? I said truth speaker. You will tell the truth. I don't care who you heard. You just gonna lay it on the line. All right. Take care. All right. All right. All right. That's what Davis. She's a member of our church and a member of the Large Fountain Family Union. That's going to be coming up in June. And we thank her for taking the time to talk to us as we talk about Tunnel Springs, Alabama, and the history of Tunnel Springs, Alabama. All right. Let's go back over to the studio. We have some good music queued up for you. And God is so good. God is absolutely so good to us. It's a Friday morning, and it's been raining. We are glad that it did rain because we were able to add some rainwater to our feast area out there, and we are absolutely ecstatic about that. Anybody know what faith is? You are listening to Howcee Gospel Blog Talk Radio.
Anybody knows what faith is? Anybody know what faith is? The conclusion, works of the law versus works of faith. Much unfortunate and confusion has surrounded the alleged conflict between Paul's denunciation of the value of works and James' insistence on the essential role of works in the life of the Christian. As James sees it, it is never a matter of either faith or works, but faith that results in works. James attacks the common self-deception that work you do can be separated from work you believe. Careful study shows that Paul and James are not in conflict, but are talking about works in different frames of reference. Paul's battle is against those who believe keeping the Jewish law is the ticket to salvation. See Romans 3:28, Galatians 2:16. He